And here we are. We're going to show a little demonstration of how to install RipRunner. This is a Linux laptop. We're running Ubuntu, the latest version as of today, which is April 13th, 2017. And we're running version 17.04. And basically this video is going to show how to install RipRunner on a Linux system. You can pretend it's a server if you want. We're going to start here on the website. So we're here on the RipRunner GitHub website. Source code instructions are down here. I'm just going to do a quick run through. Should take about 5 minutes. We do assume that you have installed the LAMP acronym, standing for Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. This is a page here, kind of how to install LAMP on Ubuntu. We're not going to go through that in this video. So getting back to the website. So here what I'm going to do is I've already installed Apache and all that kind of stuff in MySQL. And I've already created a user in MySQL. I have a folder here which is under my home folder, www svvfd public HTML. And under this folder, this is where I'm going to create my RipRunner folder. And if you take a look here in my web browser, I created a virtual host. So when I use svvfd, that's actually pointing to this folder here in my web server. So what I'm going to do now is download here from GitHub the source code of RipRunner. Download as a zip file. I'm going to save it to this folder over here, and then I'm going to extract it. So here it is. And it's finished downloading here. We'll just extract this, and we'll go into the RipRunner master folder, get this PHP folder cut, and then copy it here into the root of where I want my web server to host. And I'm going to rename PHP to RR, short form for RipRunner. Now I'm going to delete the main folder I extracted to and the zip file. So here I am left with this RR folder. I'm going to run chmod and enable execution of all the PHP scripts. It's in the FAQ of the GitHub page at the bottom. There's a whole bunch of notes there. If you get different errors and stuff, it tells you what to do. Nonetheless, so I've extracted the RipRunner into this folder. I've enabled scripts for execution. Now I'm going to visit the folder that I extracted to. I named it over here RR. So I'm going to go RR / hit enter, and I get this page. And RipRunner is basically saying, okay, you haven't configured your installation, so I need to create a config.php script. So there's two steps here. The first step, I click here to generate a config PHP file, and it comes up here with this configuration builder page. You can carefully read through all the settings, but for the sake of this video, I'll just do the minimum install. So I've already created a MySQL user called myvfd, same password, and I'll have a database name called myvfd. And up here, this is the connection string for the MySQL setting. If you have a different host, you'd change it from localhost to something else. If the database name was something different, you change it there. Here's some of the stuff for the website setting. This one here is important, the root URL. This has to match whatever URL people are going to use to get to RipRunner. So down here it'll be svvfd /rr/. And then after that, just for the sake of this demo, I'll turn on SMS settings, and I'm going to pick text-bound local. Twilio's or Plivo, both of those two are the ones I recommend using. They offer excellent response times for your text commands, and very cheap fees they charge. So anyways, for now, for the sake of this test, I'll set it to that. Use my email address and delete this autofill stuff because I don't want to set these right now. And that's basically it. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and I'm going to click Generate Configuration. It's going to create a config.php file which I will save in my riprunner root folder. And it's there now. And coming back here, I've done step 1. Now I'm going to click here for step 2. So this is the installation screen. It pulled some settings from the config.php file, the name I gave to my fire department and the fire department ID. riprunner does support multiple fire halls, but by default I've just done one with that config builder. I'm going to click install. It's now going to go create the database and the tables and populate them with basic information. So we see here on this next screen we've created firehall 100, user ID admin, and this randomly generated password for the admin user. I'm going to copy this password so I can paste it in the next screen. Here I'm going to click login page, and what do I get here? Login page, and here I get the login screen. If I did something wrong in the previous steps, I might get an error message in the screen. So here I'm going to do firehall 100 user admin. I'm going to paste the password that it generated for me in the previous screen and log in. And there we go, voila. I have a basic riprunner installation. I can click admin, go to the user accounts, I can edit the default administrator account, change the username, change the passwords, add a mobile phone number, etc., etc. And that's basically it. For a simple installation, that's all you have to do. Of course, there's way more configuration that you can do in order to enable this system to hook up with SMS and creating additional users and security and doing tests, but we'll show that in videos later on. But that's as simple as it is to set up a new system, and there's all kinds of screens, and like I said, in future videos we'll show all the different things you can do. Thank you.